Hey guys, today is Friday. It's the 3rd, I believe. It's August the 3rd, and I thought I would do this video kind of as an update. Possibly the last one. I don't know. But basically, this video is an update in regard to two videos I did back in April. As you may or may not remember, I don't know if any of you do, but back in April, I did two videos where I kind of talked about this guy I was friends with in college. You probably remember those videos. One of this part two I have in private now, but basically in those two videos, I talked about this guy I was friends with when I was in college. That long story short, me and this guy, after back in 2008, me and this guy lost contact, and back in April, I finally worked up the nerve to write him and send him a friend request on Facebook. Pretty much, as y'all know in that video, I said, he did, of course, write back and accept the friend request, but, I was talking about how, and I think it was in part two, that, I believe I was talking about how, basically, what I was wanting to do. I was hoping maybe me and this guy could start hanging out again. Maybe, we'd hit it off or whatever. And, maybe we would start hanging out again or something. I remember saying how, hey, if things even went well enough, maybe I could start getting him to do videos with me, on here. Of course, like I said, he did write back that morning, as you may remember, if you saw that video. And I did write him back later that day. So I don't know how many of you have wondered, about all this, since I did those two videos. Like, I don't know if any of you have wondered how it's gone between me and this guy. But I thought I would, either way, I thought I would, do an update about it. Since I might as well, since I already did those two videos, I might as well do this. But yeah, like I said, I don't know how many of you have actually wondered how it's gone it's been a little over 3 months, I think, since I wrote him. And, well, you may have wondered, again, I don't know why I keep repeating this, but if you've wondered if by chance you've wondered, how it's gone between me and this guy since then, well, I wish I had a lot better news to tell you with this, but unfortunately at this point I don't. Because you see, it really didn't go all that far at this point. Because, like I said, I wrote him back. After he wrote me back, I wrote him back later that day, and pretty much that was the extent of it. For some reason, he didn't reply for some reason after that. Unfortunately, I asked him. I think I asked him, like, he had updated his current city to our hometown, and I had asked him, I think I'd asked him at the end of my message. I had asked him something like, was he back here for good, or or whatever, and basically, my next question would have been, I was going to ask him to hang out, in my next message, but unfortunately he didn't reply, and I really didn't get the chance to. So I mean, he never defriended me or anything. It's just he just never wrote back. And the thing is, you all know. I mean, I can get awkward as it is around people or with other people. That's just, I guess sometimes I just do. Like, I've never really known how to interpret that. I don't, I've never really been able to figure out maybe, if it's, maybe he just didn't care to hear from me, or maybe he didn't mean anything by it at all. Because, I don't know. I can't ever figure people out, and their actions or whatever. A lot of the time. I don't know. I just don't know if, how because, there yeah, I mean, it's just like with me. I mean, there are occasions where, say on here, people will comment on my videos that I don't reply to their comments. That doesn't, mean anything bad. It's just sometimes I just don't. I don't know. That would maybe be the same idea with this, but it's kind of like, on one end, I in the back of my mind, I kind of think, well, what if he didn't care to hear from me to begin with? And then on the other hand, or the other end, maybe I kind of think, well, maybe he didn't really mean anything by it. Maybe he just didn't reply. I have kind of considered maybe still giving it one more shot, and just write him and directly asking him, does he maybe want to meet up and hang out somewhere for a little bit, just to actually see what his answer would be, if anything. I mean, it's like I said. I mean, he just didn't write me back. I mean, it's not he didn't like defriend me or anything. But so I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not very good when it comes to other people, I guess sometimes. But but I mean, yeah. The thing is, I took. In that second video, which I had, like I said, I have on private now, so you can't really go back and see it, anyway. But in that second video I did, I mentioned I mentioned that, if I said, like, before I wrote him, I said if things didn't work out, between me and this guy, you would have no idea how disappointed I would be. I just didn't. I just didn't tell you why. I just didn't tell you why I would be disappointed. And that's because, well, how should I put this? Well, I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I mean, I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just gonna tell you the truth about it. I mean, it's just it is what it is. The truth is, I don't have any other friends here where I live. I don't have any friends where I live. So I mean, I don't really have. It's not like I've got. It's not like I really have a lot of friends to pick from or anything. It's just this guy. I really believe he was the last chance I had for having any friends here where I live. I really believe that he was the last chance I had for having any friends where I live. I haven't had any in where I live. I haven't had any in probably. Actually, it's been about 4.5 years now. 4.5 years now, actually. And believe me, I've tried. Believe me, I've tried as hard as I could, and I've always fallen flat on my face when I've tried. It's gone horribly wrong for me every single time. And what sucks about it is, like, every single friend I've ever had in my life. I mean, it's never been because I approached that person. Every single friend I've had my entire life has been because that person has, like, come to me or whatever. I mean, it's literally every friend I have ever had. It has been like that. I mean, it's just the truth. That's all. That's the only reason I'm saying that. It's just the truth. But yeah, really though. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I mean, the guy's about the only chance at this point I have for having any friends here. Or at least that's the way. I mean, that's the way it's felt to me for the past couple of years. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should just give it one more go and actually ask him, just directly ask him, because that would have been my next question anyway to him had he written me back. And I guess, I mean, at least either way, I guess I would have a definite answer, I suppose. Or, I mean, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't, I don't know. I mean, I can't, sometimes I really don't know how to interpret people, or whatever. Their actions and stuff. So anyway, yeah, that's about the gist of it. He never really wrote. I mean, he just never really wrote back to me. It just really hasn't. It really hasn't gone as well as I had hoped. I was hoping it would. So yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I actually should or not. You know, like I said, I mean, it's not like he defriended me or anything. It's just he. Yeah, I mean, there are people that they do that sometimes. That they just for some reason don't reply to you. That they don't mean anything by it. But you know, kind of like I was talking about that kind of that small thought I keep having in the back of my mind. But yeah, I mean, maybe he didn't mean anything by it. I mean, not the way I'm thinking. You know, so I mean, I don't know if maybe I should still just ask him or just. I mean, I've kind of, let it go. But at the same time, I've kind of thought maybe I should just still write him and ask him just to see. So I mean, I don't know. Really, that's I guess that's for another video though. So for that, I guess this may or may not be the last update I do about all of this. So either way, I guess until next time, I will see you guys later.